Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this will be my recap of the action of the Grand Prix at Portugal. First tournament of the year, so it's good to have the judo back. And it's pretty exciting stuff, some good stuff in this video. I mean, look at these ippons. Great stuff. Very excited that the judo tour has kicked off again this year. So we'll start off with some upsets. Now, when I saw the draw, I knew this was a bad matchup for Fabio Abuladze, previous world champion. And Fabio going back to his natural weight class, but I think he's still trying to just kind of find his feeting back in under 60. But this was the first match for both these guys, and it ended pretty quickly. Now, if anyone knows, let me know what happened to Fabio, because, I mean, his coach comes over, there's a bit of a newaza exchange here. Fabio ends up tapping, and just because of the angle, I'm really not sure what's going on here. I think it might be pressure around the neck. So I hope Fabio is not injured. I mean, he tries to get up here. He's pointing to something. And just really not sure what's going on. So hope he's okay. Hope he's not too injured. The Olympics not too far around the corner. So he'll definitely want the points. He'll definitely want the experience on the tatami, building to that. So I hope he's okay. Next up, Fukuda. And he got through his first round. I made another video on 3 Japanese guys and their performance at the Grand Prix, but Fukuda, he went out early, didn't make it to the repechage. And lastly, Yang from Taipei, he went out. Nice sumigaji here by Baratov. And moving on to Baratov, we'll talk about the results. So Baratov obviously getting through Yang. That's a big win for him. And then in the finals, Baratov pulls out a really nice Uchimata. Hard Uchimata to do. Same side, right versus right. Surprisingly, it's more of a left versus right throw, to be honest. But he does well here. Kind of a makikomi, kind of Uchimata. Beidomov from Azerbaijan. He's been looking good. Got some good throws earlier on. Lost, unfortunately, to Baratov in the semifinals. But comes through, bronze medal contest. And look at this piece of Ashiwaza. Watch the counter. There goes the leg. So really makes it look like a technique. Sometimes people kind of just use their arms, and some referees, I mean, they're like, no, that's not a technique, but recently they've started to give it, but I like putting the leg out there. Just kind of seals the deal, makes it happen. Also, in the other bronze medal contest, we had Yang, and this was a really nice, there was a transition. Look at Yang escape this choke here. And then he jumps on his standard technique that he loves to do so much, the Sankaku. I mean, this is really his technique at under 60. No one else is doing it. You see it a little bit more in the women's, but in the men's division, I mean, it's basically only Yang who is getting a lot of ippons with this lovely piece of newaza. So it's definitely his tokuiwaza. I do wish he would kind of develop his stand-up a little bit more, but this is how he wins, and he wins a lot. He's pretty damn good at it. Definitely one of the best competitors at under 60. Here he is, just feeding that arm, and then he'll go on top here. Already osaikomi. I would have called it a little bit earlier. But anyway. So moving on, we'll go to under 48 now. And it was an all-Japanese final. Yoshioka, she ended up taking gold with this lovely kochigari here. And have a look at that. Watch the back foot. So the front foot stays in place. The back foot goes around the back. And then using that momentum, brilliant stuff. So here's some highlights from Yoshioka earlier on. So a kosoto here, and then immediately jumps on the newaza. And watch how quickly she locks in this juji. I mean, it's already done. A little tap with the foot. So that's a good win for her. Nice combination of the tachiwaza and the newaza. Really like to see that sort of stuff. Against Gambata here. Actually gets a wazari against her. That was very close to an ippon. And then comes back. Gets a score for an ippon here. Drop down seoinage. Gambata probably could have done a little bit better there to defend. And here's some highlights from the silver medalist, Miyaki. Should definitely give her the credit. I mean, look at these throws. Great stuff from her. One of the bronze medal contests unfortunately ended by Shido. Look at this, grabbing the pants, grabbing below the belt. So that's unfortunate. It is just a Shido. but she was already up 2 shido, so losing there by Hansakomake. And then Gamata, this throw here, barely Awazari, so she takes the other bronze medal there. Under 66 now, and we did talk about Abeladze taking out Fabio Basili, and here he is taking out Hattori. So getting through some big names. Abeladze, he had some bad performances in 2023, but I think he's just kind of returning to form. Good time too, heading into the Olympics, so this is him here. Sumigaishi taking the gold medal at under 66. Now, one of the bronze medals went to Hattori. I do have another video of him, Fukuda, and Adachi, so go check that one out if you want to see his results. And then this was the other one here, Yondon Perenle getting thrown for Ippon by Suleimanov. So that was a bit unfortunate for Yondon Perenle. He was up Awazari, but this here, can't deny it, really good throw, good control, flat on his back. So that's the results for under 66. Moving on. Under 52 now, and Kaldiorova from Uzbekistan really starting to put a pretty good resume together. Look at this transition into the Newaza. So she took gold. Balhaus from Germany, she took one of the bronze medals. And then Borisova from Russia, she took the other one as well. So there are actually 2 people with the name Balhaus taking a bronze medal, one at 52 and one at under 57. I guess they're sisters. So good on them. That might be a record that the Abe siblings don't have. Double bronze medals. They've got double gold. Maybe they should try for double silver and double bronze. Just one of these days. Takano at under 57, she took the other bronze medal and really just kind of dominated Livy here. Livy, 2 shidos to her name, and then gets thrown with an Ochigari and then thrown with an Osotogari. So good work by Takano. And then last up, guys, Mimi. She is slowly becoming one of my favorite judoka. Really good judo, good tachiwaza. And then here the transition, Ochigari, and then straight into the Newaza, and she does really well to hold this for the extra 10 seconds to get the Ippon. Have a look at it here. Here's the transition. So you can see it's not the tightest. She doesn't really have the upper body. She's kind of hugging, kind of around the torso area. But as her opponent tries to escape, very good transition. Keeps the pressure on. I still have no idea how she's kind of holding her down here, but does really, really well. So Mimi, she takes gold. And then, lastly guys, just to end the video, some nice Ippons for you guys. There'll be a top Ippons video covering all the Ippons at the end of the tournament. Stay tuned for that. And of course, check out that video on Fukuda, Hattori, and Adachi. It's pretty good. It's good to see lots of young guns from the Japan team here at Portugal. And also, we've got the Grand Slam in Paris next week too, so stay tuned for that too. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.